Hey, what is going on, guys? Wow, have we got some fucking awesome stuff today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was really busy today and I sort of saw a little bit of the Hi-Rez Twitch PTS, pre-PTS patch notes for 3.14, and it looked really, really good. And I sort of waited for it to come to the site, and now I've actually got some time to record it. We're fucking doing it, boys. We have a new god. So it's going to be a little bit of a long one, but what I've done is I've set it up. I've got some times, and we're going to watch little clips from the Hi-Rez Twitch, which I really hope they don't mind. I'm not sure if they will, but I don't think they will, because it's sort of advertising for the game. I mean, I'm so fucking pumped for this. This is going to be amazing, guys. All right. So we've got a new god, Terra, the Earth Mother, and she looks fucking badass, man. I love her. She looks so good. Green and fucking purple. Hell yeah, love. I can't wait for some skins to come out for this woman already. She just looks great. What we're going to do is we're going to come back to her. We're going to get through the stuff, and then we're going to come back to her. So there's some of her abilities, some really cool stuff. This is a secondary skin, which I think actually looks pretty alright. I think she's just going to look great in anything, to be honest. And she's actually really tall as well, but whatever. We've got a new skin for Shenga, which is the, I guess it's like, is that Beauty and the Beast? Or maybe it's the other one, like Cinderella or something. Anyway, I think it's inspired by something pretty cool. I'm sure all the girlies will enjoy that. A cool new Jingwei skin, Pool Party. This one looks pretty fucking cool, pretty cute. I like that. All to do with the Summer of Smite 2016, of course. An Osiris skin, tier 2. Not sure it was needed. He's already got something. Of course we just closed the game. Of course we did. Close the game, close the page, is what I meant to say. Some achievements, if you guys are interested in them. Isis, Circuit, and Tier. Summer of Smite. So not only do we get Pool Party, we also get the Floaty Corn War, which is going to be sick. F. Announce Pack, which I'm actually looking forward to, because he's one of my favourite casters. So I'll be interested to see what his is like. Some miscellaneous. Most of this is bullshit. Some party system changes where you can see your party members on the corner of your screen, so that's kind of nice. The assault lobby time has gone up by 15 seconds, so a bit more time to sort of play around and all that type of stuff. The animation on the Summer of Smite loading frame has been fixed, so that's going to be really interesting to see what that is. I'm guessing it's the little tiki torch that maybe set alight. That'd be fucking awesome. I'm hoping that's what it is. But yeah, anyway, I have no clue. So they fixed that anyway. What else was there? There was one more thing, I believe. Yes, dual mode. Increase the respawn timers for gods in dual mode. Decrease the regeneration rate for titans in dual mode. So what this basically means is this is actually going to mix it up a whole load for any of you boys that really enjoy duels. Boys and girls, of course. It's basically going to make it... It's basically going to make the game shorter, because a lot of the time, I don't know if you watch some popular YouTubers like Sam the Dude, all those type of people, they do some dual modes and all that type of stuff. That's their main channel. Some of the games can be very stagnant and go on for a really long time because two gods just match up a little bit weird and the game's just gone for ages. This should sort of try and fix that a little bit. So I think that's what they were going for with that. Death's Hold, the mana received per hit has gone up by 100% from 1 to 2, so that's actually quite significant. Really cool for getting mana back. I don't really know why they've done this. I mean, taking the cost down by 15 is literally nothing, but I'm guessing they just wanted a round number. So they've also taken this down a bit, so that's kind of cool to get your tier 1. At last, they've brought our potions back. I've just been sitting with so much money and not knowing what to do with it. They've done exactly what I was hoping they would, and what I said they should have done from the beginning, just make it purchasable after a certain level. I said level 5 or level 10, or at a certain point in the game, and they've chose the middle, level 7. So that's really, really cool. Some slight changes. The magical power has been reduced from 75 to 60. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. But it comes with cooldown reduction now, and also hitting an enemy god returns 5% of your maximum mana and reduces cooldowns. I think that's the first one, because if we go into this quickly, same stuff. The power's gone down from 50 to 30 again, don't quote me. You get a little bit of physical penetration, so that's actually really good. Your abilities apply a 2-second damage over time, so it'll be interesting to see what that damage is, and a 20% slow to the first enemy god hit. So what I can take from that is, as soon as you leave base, once you pop that potion, you get that 2-second dot and the 20% slow, and then that's it. That's your sort of pop passive, I guess we could call it. We'll call it the pop passive. Down and out, and that's the only time you get to use it. But damage is increased by 25%. Sorry, damage is 25% of your physical power and ticks 3 times over the 2 seconds. So as I was just saying, we weren't sure what the damage was going to be. That's exactly what it's going to be, which is an actual quite fair amount. I think that's going to be kind of balanced. We got some scaling, well, some leveling. So her attack speed goes up a little bit. Her attack power, sorry, and her attack speed goes up a little bit per level. So she's going to end up quite a bit stronger at the end, which is really good because Artemis wasn't particularly meta. Bacchus's debuff, so you're drunk for 6 seconds instead of 8 seconds on his ult, so that's really fucking good because I hate that. They've nerfed this guy's ult along Shane because he was very, very powerful. They've taken it down to 450 max rank, which is 60 off what it used to be, and they've reduced the scaling down to 15% of your maximum health as opposed to 20. So I think that's really good. I think he needed that. It would be nice to see them actually fix some of his abilities because my god, is he fucked. Hercules, a little bit of damage increase from his Earthbreaker, so, you know, handy for him. We like that. Jingwei, even I was going to say Shang again. Jingwei has got some really nice stuff happening with her. Just reduces the mana cost, really good for early game. The casting time has been reduced to 0, so giving her a load more. I can't even think of the word. Mobility, ton more mobility, just allowing her to get around the map so much better. And then also her channeling time has been dropped a little bit on her ult. So fucking awesome, man. I mean, it's going to be good for her. I mean, that's what she's all about. She's the mobility king. Or queen, I guess. Made you look. They've increased the damage by a little bit, but they've increased the scaling, so that's pretty considerable. So this should allow lane clear on Mercury to actually be a bit of a thing now they've taken out Golden Boat. I think that's what they were thinking. Ra has had a little bit of reduced mana on his wand, so again, good for clearing and some increase in magical power. Good for actually damaging gods. And the magical scaling on his heal has gone up a little bit, so maybe you won't need to buy so many healing items on him now. Or maybe you don't buy any, but you still get a decent heal out of it. Rat's house, God, do I hate Rat so much these days. He's so fucking strong. Decrease the physical power scaling for the heal down by half, so he gets half a heal. So that's really, really good. Decrease the damage a little bit, so not too crazy, but they've decrease the scaling as well, so that's really, really important, so we like that a lot. And that is about it for the actual items and gods that they're going to be messing around with. So now we can actually go back and look at Terra. So let's start by reading her passive, because what the boys actually done in the video turned out to be way too long and way too complicated. So Terra's abilities create standing stone, so regardless of which ability you use, you create a standing stone. As long as any standing stones are on the battleground, Terra becomes knock-up immune, so that means no Sobek, no, no Herc, all that type of stuff, so really, really good straight off the bat. And her basic attacks slow enemies, so it's like having a built-in Frostbound, just as long as you've used an ability, created a standing stone, and that standing stone doesn't get destroyed. If Terra shatters her own stone, the buff will remain for 3 seconds afterwards, so kind of handy to know there. Force of Nature will really quick. Terra gains momentum, causing her to dash forward and deal damage to enemies she has passed through. Terra may dash through her own standing stone to shatter them. If she does, she may dash one more time within the next 3 seconds. So she gets a double dash if she goes through her own stone. So that is fucking awesome. I'll tell you what, we'll read them all out and then we'll go have a little look. Crushing Earth. Terra raises up 2 standing stone walls on either side of the target location, slowing the enemies between by 20%, making it a bit harder for them to get out. We love that. As long as the stones stand, Terra may activate the ability again to slam the 2 stones together, damaging and stunning for a second and a half. Any enemies in between the stones. Second and a half, huge fucking stun. She's a guardian, so it sort of relies on your teammates to be around, but really, really awesome. I really already love the sound of this. These stones can be shattered into cones of shrapnel with force of nature, which was our dash, damaging enemies in the area. So you can basically create your own AoE with these two abilities. So the way that they've done this is this god is all about choices, so you can make many different choices on how you're going to play her, which is what I heard just then. I'm sort of just being a bit of a parrot, but nevertheless. Monolith Terra summons a standing stone monolith surging with natural energy. The monolith heals nearby allied gods every 0.5 seconds, so it's an AoE heal. Terra can shatter the stone with her dash, Force of Nature, to root enemies in the area for 1.5 seconds, hell yeah, and create a damaging area that lasts for 5 seconds. So this is a choice. You can heal your teammates, or you can do some damage to enemy gods. Really, really cool. We love that. Her ult is a buff. Terra channels her strength into the entire world, buffing all of her Jesus Christ, sorry, buffing all of her allies for 10 seconds. So that is regardless of where you are on the map. It's just everybody, as long as you're alive. While active, Terra and her allies gain increased movement speed. Awesome. Reduced mana costs of abilities by 100%. So even if you have no mana, you can use your whole kit within that 10 seconds. Fucking amazing. And an increased cooldown reduction. So just we love that. You might even get a couple moves off within that 10 seconds. Also, if Terra or any allied gods take damage 4 times in succession via abilities or basic attacks or pets or minions or anything along those, sorry, not minions, anything along those lines, she will be healed after she takes those 4 hits. Each god has to hit his or own hit counter. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's regarding to each enemy god, each allied god that gets the actual buff. So yeah, let's have a little look. We're going to go straight away, and I think I've already got it queued up. Here is our first ability, guys. I'm going to be quiet while it's on, and then we'll chat about them in between. All right, let's have a look.
To last 3 seconds after all the stones are gone.
Now, the first ability in the game as well here, Fishman, is all about that shattering here. It's
That's
called
right.
Force of Nature. What exactly does that entail?
So if you're asking yourself, how do I shatter? Well, this is how you shatter.
Gotcha.
So it's a kind of short range, relatively slower dash. This is her only movement ability,
Right.
and it's that guardian warrior speed where she's getting there, but she's not zipping there, right? But if she dashes into one of her standing stones, which we'll see in the next couple abilities, then she can both affect that standing stone as well as kind of reset her usage of this dash. So for the next 3 seconds, she can get a second dash out of it.
Okay, so she can dash, hit one of her stones, and then dash again if she hits a stone.
That's right.
Or just dash.
All right, awesome. So that's her dash, which isn't much on its own. I mean, it's kind of cool that she can pass through enemies, but it's all about linking it up with the other abilities, which we're literally just about to see, which takes us straight in without any skipping to our second ability, Crushing Earth. Let's have a look. This one's awesome.
So Pon took the cooldown off here. You can see he's going to dash, and he's got the ability active, dashes again, immediately goes on cooldown.
So you can only dash once after shattering a stone. You can't
That's right.
But hang on a second. I just saw that. What the hell was that he just used?
Okay, yeah, that was her ability 2 that we just previewed there a little bit.
Thanks, Pon.
I know, it's great, thank you. Ability 2 is the Crushing Earth. So this one, she summons 2 standing stones that form 2 parallel walls.
Okay.
With a slowing field in between. So you're going to be slowed while you're moving around there, and then she can refire it to slam the walls together.
Oh, she refired that? That looked like it just went off on its own.
Right, so you know it'll last 5 seconds, it'll trigger on its own at the end of the duration, or you can bring it right up and smash it right away as soon as someone walks in. Gods that are in the middle of it that get slammed will get stunned.
Right.
And you take damage for each wall hit. So if you're a little bit closer to one wall, you only get hit once.
Oh.
You can see there 145. If you're right in the middle, you're going to take double the damage.
Show me double damage, Pon. If he misses this, he's awful. He's awful.
Oh, he's moving over again. There. Oh, there he is.
Thank you.
Boom. Both
Okay,
numbers.
so you do get hit by both, but it's
Yes.
got to be dead equal.
So if you...
Okay, so awesome. That's like our Crushing Earth, and it looks fucking sick. The really cool thing about this that they do go on to say, but they take a long way to get there, is you can actually use this like a Ymir wall, but you've actually got two of them. So if you line it up perfectly, you can actually block off two lanes. Sorry, not two lanes, two sort of paths. Which I really like the sound of actually using it as zoning. It's just a fantastic idea. Really, really exciting. So now we have to skip to 1 minute 3 and 15. I told you they took a while to tell you about it. Alright, let's
Yes,
do
these
it.
are all triggering standing stones. These are her standing stones.
But that's not the only rock she really makes happen here, Fishman, is it? She also has a monolith, I believe is what it's called.
That's right.
That she can also spawn as well.
So interestingly, monolith is Latin for one stone. So this is kind of getting in touch with her Roman roots. So this isn't another of her standing stones. She deploys this,
Okay.
and then allied gods in range have a heal that they can receive anytime that they're on top of it.
So as long as they're in range of it, they will receive the heal?
That's right.
Okay.
So just like with the 2, you can kind of disincentivize the enemy and create a positioning by making them not want to be slowed.
Yeah.
You can kind of incentivize your team to want to be healed.
Well, but when you detonate it, it changes.
That's right. So one of the themes of Terra is choice, and the choice with the monolith is you can shatter it to create a immediate root and a damage for anybody who's walking over it.
So they'll take sustained damage while they're inside that area.
That's right.
If they go into it. Okay. And that actually, you said it roots as well. Does that root if people walk into it, or is it just when they're first there?
It's when when you shatter it, anybody who's in range is rooted. After that, anybody who walks over it will take damage.
Can enemies destroy these walls, by the way?
No, they function like Ymir wall. They
Okay.
block things, the same kind of things, and they can't be interacted with anybody except Terra.
Not even enemy Terra.
I was going to say, speaking about your mirror walls, like,
Okay, we went way over on that one. I didn't even notice. So really, really cool, man. I love this fucking ability. It looks so awesome. I don't know how much damage it's going to do. I don't know whether it's worth building her damage just to see what the scaling and stuff's like and the base is like. But if this actually does damage, God, could this be effective in team fights? She could be amazing in Conquest. I'm just putting that out there straight off the bat. Just looks fucking fantastic. And let's quickly have a look at our ult, because I think this video has been a little while. So we need 5:15. About there.
I was expecting another OP Sylvanas start there. I was like, oh
No.
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 Everybody heals, all the minions getting healed up too.
I think we learned our lesson on that one.
Finally, though, we do have an ultimate on this god.
Oh, of course.
And we've not even got to that point yet, but this one's something special. Is it global?
It is.
It's a global.
And I'm
We
very
don't have too
excited.
many globals, so I'm kind of excited about this.
Yes, so Terra's ult, Terra's Blessing. We've seen Terra's Wrath. Now we're going to see her other side. This is when she's going to be protecting you.
Okay.
So she's going to activate this ability, and it's immediately going to affect all of the members of her team, no matter where they are.
Whole team.
The entire team. It's also going to give you some pretty unique buffs that we don't usually do on things.
Okay.
So the simple
them down one at a time.
We'll start easy, yeah. Movement speed.
Okay.
As soon as this is activated, everyone on your team is going to get movement speed.
Right.
Next is mana cost. While Terra's ultimate is activated, all of your team's mana costs for all of their spells are free.
Free?
Yes.
Completely free.
Completely free.
And movement speed.
Yes.
So if you're running away with zero mana, zero health pretty much, and she pops his ultimate, you can immediately use your abilities to get away if they're available.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct. But she's also going to give you some cooldown reduction.
Okay.
This is not going to go over cap. This is going to work just like items. It's just going to add right to it. It can't give you more than 40.
Okay.
But it does give you increasing amounts of cooldown reduction. So if you're really incentivized to attack while Terra's ult is going, or retreat, use your abilities while her ultimate is active.
But AJ, what are those stones?
There is one final effect to Terra's ultimate.
What?
Those are
I'm so worried.
the stones she summons around everybody. You can see there are 4 stones around Terra.
Yes.
Or any of Terra's allies. As you take damage from gods, you get healed. So if you take, we can activate it again. I'll do it on Terra so we can see it really well here. You'll see the stones 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they activate and heal you. So only if you take damage 4 times while it's active will you be healed.
Let me check about the deck, because I've got a couple of questions about that, because I'm sure chat will too. With those stones that are active on you and they've got the heals available, will that only proc against minion damage as well, or is it just god damage?
Only god damage.
And is it only god actual auto attacks, or is it abilities as well?
It's any type of god damage. As long as you take 4 unique instances of damage,
okay,
your stones will activate and you'll get healed by Terra.
Fucking awesome, guys. Oh my god. So her ult isn't, it's nothing fancy, it's nothing too visual, but the actual buffs that you could get from it for everybody, for all 5 teammates, all 3 teammates, depending on what game mode you play, I guess. But yeah, oh my god, she looks so fucking cool, guys. I really, 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 really can't wait for her. But anyway, I hope that's got you as hyped as I am right now, because this is coming out. When is it coming out? It is coming out on the 2nd of August, which is less than a week away, guys. Next Tuesday. So, God, this is going to be awesome, man. I just can't wait for the God. We've got some really cool new skins coming in. Summer is Smite, the next week of that is coming out, and some decent changes. Nothing that I can really complain about, to be honest with you. So yeah. Anyway, guys, fuck yes. I hope that's been insightful and given you a little taste of what's coming. And we'll definitely see you in the next one. All right, peace, guys.